I'm really proud of our team. I thought they really followed our game plan in the second half. Obviously, we had a huge focus to shut down Leslie Pello. We did a great job of limiting her touches and contesting her as well. We went in halftime and particularly talked about her. In addition to that, the two other main focuses for us in our game plan was to box out and limit turnovers. And looking at the box score, we out-rebounded them by 2, and we only had 12 turnovers. We know that West Virginia is a great team that scores off turnovers, and so we knew that if we could kind of limit our turnovers, that would give us a chance to be able to stop them. Again, I can't say enough about our team, our captains. When Coach Mitchell went down, they really rallied. They kept the team together. We went on a 15-2 run in that media once Terry went out, and I thought that was the difference in the game. From then on, we just kind of held on and continued to stay focused on what we needed to do, and it was a lot of fun out there.
Obviously, this isn't a role, I guess, that you're in much. What does it say about not only the team, but kind of in that moment when she goes down, kids are worried about her, to
Sure.
sort of regroup everybody and get everybody refocused? Did you have to do any of that? Or
That's exactly what we did. Once we realized that Terry was not going to be able to coach, I looked at our team and there was a lot of concern on their faces for her health. And so we just talked about that she was going to be fine. I had no idea if she was going to be fine, but I told him that and just told him to focus on the game because she wants to win. So let's go out, play as hard as we can, and do whatever we can to get this win.
When she got back on the bench, did you notice when she came back with about 3:10 to go that she
I did see her walk in. She kind of asked me what was going on, what plays were working for us, so I filled her in with what had worked for us, and she asked me if we were ready for press break, so I knew she was ready to go a little bit there, but you know, we were so focused into the game plan of what we were doing at that point, we knew we just needed to finish it.
You shot 29.6% in the first half and only down 4 points to a team like this team that could have really turned on the Jets. You had to feel like you had a good chance going into the second half if you could just limit some things. I mean, they shot 52%.
I agree with you completely. That's exactly what we talked about at halftime, that we were in this game and we didn't play particularly well. So we talked about limiting Rapella, who had, I believe, 11.5, and working for better shots. We thought we had opportunities in their switching to get the ball inside. Thought we did a better job of that in the second half. And certainly getting to the free throw line 31 times was a huge advantage for us. We played aggressive. We didn't back down from their pressure. And I was really proud of our team's effort in able to do that.
How much of the defensive pressure led to their 6-28 second half, and how much do you think that they started panicking, for lack of a better word?
I think we did a really good job of forcing them into shots maybe they did not want to take. Many of their shots happened low, with a low time on the shot clock, and that's what we were looking for. To get out on their shooters, to communicate. Even when they were able to pound it in inside, we did a pretty good job one-on-one with their bigger players, and we made them take shots that they weren't necessarily comfortable in, I thought.
What type of lift did Serena give you guys in the second half? I mean, she scored 12 over 14. Mm-hmm. West Virginia's coach said they knew she was going to shoot left-handed, and they still didn't make adjustments, couldn't stop her. I mean, what sort of lift did that provide? And then the hustle plays that
Sure.
you guys got down the stretch.
Well, I thought Serena was huge. She struggled in her first 3 Big East games, quite honestly. And we've been talking to her a lot of that. We need her to contribute to be able to win. And she stepped up, and for her, I think it's a confidence for her a lot. And once she made a couple shots, you could see her entire demeanor change. And she was confident, and she felt like she could contribute and score. And once I saw that in her, I started running some plays for her because we believe in her, and we need her to win. So she was huge, especially in that run for us. And certainly hustle plays, that we talk about that all the time. We call them our pride plays, diving on the floor, getting deflections, getting loose balls. Those are keys to us winning. We're not going to beat teams with better talent than us unless we do those things. So we talked about that going into this game, that we have to get on those sides of the hustle plays.
You guys took a 50-41 lead, and then they chipped away about a little bit, and then Catherine misses the free throw. Angel runs it down in the corner, kicks it to Courtney. She hits the 3.
Yep.
Momentum-wise, what did that do?
It was huge. In fact, I was thinking about taking a timeout at that point because I felt like they were chipping away. I felt like the momentum was starting to swing. And but that's the kind of player Courtney Weibel is. It doesn't matter how many shots she misses. It doesn't matter how many she makes. She's going to take big shots. She did it in Georgetown on Saturday, and that one was obviously a huge one to get her the momentum back and good confidence to finish the game.
what was this experience like for you to run the team in the final 16 minutes?
It was surreal. Obviously something not to be expected, but I mean, I have to give a lot of credit to Terry. She knows that I want to be a head coach, so she's always treated me and given me opportunities to speak my mind and to be ready if an opportunity like that comes. So I felt comfortable. I felt, ready to go, and certainly Michelle and Ashley on the bench helped me a ton. At one point they turned to me and said, "You haven't subbed," and I said, "Oh, I forgot about subbing." So once I figured that out, we were okay. But it was really a team effort by our entire coaching staff, and the biggest thing is the team made it easy. I mean, I didn't have to make any real decisions. They played tremendous defense. They scored. When your team does that, it makes your job easy.
Were you next to Coach Mitchell when she was hurt? Could you just see what happened?
The West Virginia had the ball. I can't remember who had the ball, but they went to go pass ahead in transition. It got deflected by Tatiana McMorris, and it hit her right square in the temple. And I thought with the deflection she was going to be fine, but once she stumbled back, we realized that she was not quite fine. So she's looking a lot better right now, and certainly is pretty excited about the win. So she'll recuperate and be ready to go.
What does a win like this tonight, coming off a win against Georgetown on the road, mean for a program whose their goal is, NCAA tournament?
It means a lot to our kids. They're the ones that we really have to give the credit to. They believe in themselves. They believe they can beat anybody. And certainly this stretch in the Big East has been brutal for us. And to come out 2-2 is huge for our confidence and knowing that we can go in and play with almost anyone in this league. So I'm just happy for them because of their goals. They've stayed focused on their goals and what they want to do, and hopefully we can keep